Hi guys, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Ageless Beauty with Erin, and I am Erin. And today we are going to do a get ready with me, and I've got more new items. So if you watched a video of mine a month or more ago, you would see that I bought the new Polite Society Cabana bronzer. And I wanted to love it, but I didn't. I don't know what it was, but I didn't love it. However, I have used it since. It's buildable. It was, I gave it a fair try, and I do use it. That being said, I hear so many amazing things about this Polite Society. From their blush, foundation, and this bronzer. So I thought, let's see what I can find. Maybe, I think a lot of my problem on this was the color. I did not get a deep enough color for what I like. It's just that's why I have to build it up. It just isn't the right color. But, so we did. I went on their website and they had this whole kit. And we're going to open it today and look at it, but it had like 6-7 different things plus a big old bag, which I don't need, but again, if you saw my last video, I can't resist. And it was like $150 for all of this, and I thought then in the scheme of things it was actually a really good price, so we're going to try. Now before I get started, again, hello, welcome. If you're new, so glad you're here. First thing, I have a little sinus crap going on, so I apologize. Second, I have been waiting an hour for my neighbor to quit mowing. I thought he was finally done. It sounds like he's going to be weed eating now. It took him forever to mow. So I apologize. I do have to be somewhere, so I have to get this video in if I'm going to record today. Okay, that being said, we're just going to start by opening these products. Everything that I am going to be using here and else will be listed below. So I will use these products with you guys and we'll try them on. Other items, like I don't have eyeshadows and stuff in this kit, I'll do that off camera and come back. And then, yeah, check that out. If you have any questions about the products, don't hesitate to let me know. If you are new, check out my codes below. I have some ambassador codes for some products that I love that I'm glad to share with you for a discount code. So, yeah, hit those up as well. So on that note, let's just dig in. And I have not opened it. I just went on and cut the thing because sometimes it takes me forever to do that. So let's get going. And the first thing starts with, well, I thought we were going to start with the bag, but it's tucked. So, More Than a Pretty Powder. Pore minimizing, talc-free, microfine, loose setting powders. You guys know I don't use a lot of powders. I debated if this was even worth it, but I got the color Petal, which is a pink, because if I use it, I like to brighten. So it's going to be a loose powder. You guys know I'm going to struggle with this, but we'll go with it. Next is the Polite Society Greatest Lashes of All Time. So I will not put false lashes on today. We will put this on and see how this works. Next we have, this one I was very interested in. I've heard some really great things about. It's smaller than I thought. This is the blush. This is the Polite Pop Powder Blush Stick in the color Malibu. And you did get to choose your colors when you did this and everything. So I was interested in this. People talk so good about this. I am kind of a blush snob and I don't use it a lot because I have a hard time finding what I want. So we'll see. Now I've got the Polite Pout. This is, I don't know if it's like a gloss or it says lip balm. So I'm assuming there's going to be, it's a gloss. Yeah, glossy lip balm. So there won't be any color probably, but it's summer, or it's going to be summer soon, I hope, if we can ever warm up. And a good lip balm is always needed in the summertime. I did just order 2 more from Glow Recipes, so we'll see. Oh, what is this? Okay. Lip plumping with an L, oil gloss. So this again won't have a color. It's going to be big. It's called Big Mouth. It is supposed to give your lips a plump. So I'm really curious about this, if it's going to sting, or, you know, like they usually do when you get a plumping lip gloss. So we'll try that probably instead of the other, just because I'm curious. Now this I have heard such good things about. This is the More Than a Pretty Face Skin Caring Foundation. I have heard such good stuff about this, so I'm curious. And finally, the Cabana Club bronzer. I went up a shade. Yeah, so I'm hoping, here's the old one. The old one doesn't want to open. They look very similar. They are different colors. So this one's a little deeper, so I'm hoping that because of that, this one will be a better grab than the other one is. All right, and other than that, my Polite Society Cabana Club bag. That's a big bag. Okay, give me a minute to clean this up and we'll get back and get started. Okay, so what I did was just a quick eye look off camera, something neutral, something that we'll be able to see the lashes or the mascara with. So all this was not Polite Society, like I had mentioned. Anything that's not new, I'm just going to do it off the camera to save time. Okay, now we'll finish the eye look with the greatest lashes of all time. So let's look at this wand. Ah, it's another one of these that I love. So hopefully we'll put on a coat, and then at the end we put a second coat on. Now I do like, I don't know how much you'll be able to tell, but I feel like it's really making my lashes look long, which is always a good thing. Okay. He stopped weed eating just to wait till I hit play to go back to it. You know, some people just do not respect others. I'm teasing, obviously. And that's what I get for making jokes. I just poke myself in the eye. Okay. I do really like that. Okay, we'll come back for a second coat, but can you tell maybe how long? I'm going to sit here like this and let myself zoom in and zoom out. There's a song like that. Okay. So we'll come in and do a second coat. Now, I do have primer on. Again, it's not the Polite Society, so I did it off camera. So we'll start with More Than the Pretty Face foundation. This is in the color, well, Fair. It is, oh, it just pops off. I'm sitting here trying to twist it. Put it on my little scalp. what is this called? Palette. I knew that. So I got a little bit. What I'm going to do is just use my fingers, which I think I might have just got that all over me. I don't see it, so hopefully not, because I do not want to have to change. All right, so it's a very lightweight formula. So it wasn't thick. And it wiped off on my hands really well. Since I have setting powder, I will not be using a concealer. So I want to see this product without any outside. It is lightweight. I do feel like I'm getting maybe medium coverage. It actually didn't. I have some dark spots. Discoloration. And I feel like it covered without being cakey. So that's good. I will go in with a sponge as well. I've been using a sponge more lately because of the hydration. Wow. I don't mind this. And I'm really kind of picky about my foundations in the summertime because of it getting cakey and feeling heavy. And I don't feel like this like that at all. What do you think? Now, when I went over it with the sponge, my little dark spot here kind of showed. So let's go back in. There's a little bit left on here. Just add a second through some of these darker spots. And I feel like I can do that because it's not heavy. You know what I mean? It's not like a real heavy cream. It wasn't, I don't want to say oily, but more of a water base. And if you're new here, I'm going to hit the table 20 times and shake the camera, and I'm sorry. It's just kind of my charm. Okay. I like it. It's not sticky. I don't feel like it's completely dry, but under my eyes. So it has not sunk into my little fine lines and wrinkles, my little laugh lines as I call them. See my smile? And I'm really hoping that when I put the powder on, it doesn't do that either. Okay, so I went off camera and I put a little setting spray on and did my brows. And I'm really, didn't check that, but I like this foundation. It feels very lightweight. It's like I wouldn't worry about it being too heavy and melting off of me if I go out in the heat. So that's a good thing. Now I'm going to go ahead because I'm curious about this oil and go ahead and apply it. Because I'm curious. It's already tingling a little bit. Let's see as I continue how much it tingles and if my lips look like they're plumping. Okay. This I feel like should go on top of a color. Oh yeah, that's kind of painful already. Let's see what it does. All right, so now I'm not going to use a contour because I've got this new bronzer. I want to really give it a good shot. So the bronzer and then the powder, and then I will go, not the powder, the blush, and then I'll go over with the powder, which is supposed to set and brighten your eyes. Yeah, I won't see myself using this. It's painful, and I don't like to be in pain. So we're going to go in. I mean, I've had worse, but it's not pleasant. Okay, already the payout and the color is so much better. Oh, yeah. I should look like I have jellyfish stung lips by the time this is done, because this... Now, when it comes to my lips, I am very much a weakling. I can have my eyebrows bladed with no problems. I can get all kinds of tattoos with no problems, but I don't like anything on my lips. That's why I do not get fillers or any kind of anything done on my lips. So take that as it is. If you don't mind it, you know, obviously let's see if it does anything for my lips. But if you don't mind a little bit of a tingling, and it's gotten a little better, this might not be a bad thing for you if this is kind of your jam. So yes, I am liking this color, this application, so much better. Now, one thing I've always wondered when I got this is the first one I bought, if I somehow got it kind of wet. Can you see that? I've always wondered if that was why I wasn't getting a good application, because this is very, very good. Very pretty, very glowy. So it's like a Cabana, it says. And I feel like I am sun-kissed. I can see myself reaching for this. For that gold or that bronzed sun-kissed look that I love. Okay. I'm glad I gave it another shot. This will definitely be one that I reach for. I mean, look at that application. So smooth. Oh, yes. I like it much, much better. Now this I'm curious about. So I guess we're just going to... Okay, I had to press pretty good to get some color payout on that. I already am not a fan of that application. But let's see how spreadable it is. Let's also do this. Okay, the color, I'm going to do this on this side. All right, so I definitely have a better payout color where I pushed it in. So, okay, I didn't have to push it as much. Maybe I needed to warm it up. That's better. Yes, okay. I had to warm that up a little bit to get that payout. That's not bad. It moved, it blended. See, this one looks a little better, but now that that blush is warm, it transferred better. So I don't mind this blush. It is kind of small, which, you know, more I think about it, might be a great travel blush. Now, the powder. So far, everything looks great. And I don't want it to look cakey and to set in fine lines. Which I have a feeling it's powder, so got the, put the top back on it, shake it and tap. I have just a clean little spongy square thing. A lot of that powder came through. You see that? This is why I don't wear powders. Okay. But, so I'm putting it on here and I'm tapping in here. I don't mind powders, but I don't like loose powder. So we're just going to go in. Shake the table a little bit. Okay, doing it this way, I don't feel like I'm like getting it all over me. And I say that, I will probably get it all over me. But I'm putting it in here to kind of tap off. Okay. There's just a lot of powder that came out with that application. I only have one powder that's loose like that, and I very seldom reach for it. So, okay. Now, do I think it brightened up under my eyes? No. I got the brightening one. I really don't. But let's look. Give myself a zoom in moment. Zoom out. Okay, so it didn't set in the fine lines, which is good. All right, I mean, all in all, if you like powders, you'll probably like this one. It was lightweight. I don't feel like it got cakey, maybe a little bit right here. Yeah, it did get a little cakey right here. Can you see? Zoom out. Otherwise, yeah, and I think it caked up some of the blush too. Okay. Maybe I should have set it and then done the blush over it. I don't know. I don't use powders enough to know the proper way of doing them. All right. So let's discuss. Let's take off this painful. It is still painful. Do I think? So my lips kind of, you know, look right here. I think they definitely look redder. This is not my natural lip color. I don't know. We are going to try the Polite Pout. Go ahead and just see. Oh, it's a nice shine. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. It's got a nice little hint of a flavor. No smell. Not sticky, not tacky. I love that. Now, Do I like it because my lips are a little redder than normal? Maybe, but I will try it again. This will be something I would definitely want to hang on to while I'm going out to just apply. I like it. It's got a shimmer to it. So, yeah. Okay, so tell me what you think. Oh, let's go do another layer. One more. Double coat. Can't get my mirror right. I do like this mascara. I feel like my lashes are pretty long with it. Maybe could have got a little bit blacker, but it is a nice black. I just like the blackest black. Probably because I'm used to wearing lashes. What do you think? Not bad. I do like this. So for me, everything was a win except the powder, which I don't use powders. So it would have had to been spectacular for me to say it's a win. And this lip oil, I took it off. I've got this pout on and I'm still kind of sore. Do I think it's, yeah, I do think maybe a little bit of a pout, you know, like a swollen lip, but was it worth it? In my opinion, no. Other than that, I am so happy that I tried the bronzer again. I mean, I just feel like the payout was amazing and it blends so beautifully. So yes, this was a win. The foundation is a win, especially coming up on summertime when you want something lightweight but a little bit of coverage. Bam. The blush, I like. Warm it up with either your finger or a blush tool of some sort. You can just go ahead and just swipe. But remember, if you just swipe it, warm it up. This color, Malibu, is actually very pretty. I lean towards pinks for blushes. And it's a very pretty pink. All right. Mascara was a win. So I think, and that bag, I don't know. I might try to, you barely see it. So that bag is huge. It's going to be the perfect pull bag for towels and everything. You could put everything in that bag. So the only thing I didn't like is it doesn't have a zipper, but it's doable. All right. What did we think? Let me know. Do you use Polite Society? I've heard so many good things. Have you heard the same good things I've heard? And I'm actually really glad. These are all $150. And honestly, for everything I got, it was basically like buying the foundation, bronzer, and probably the blush and getting everything else free. So, plus the bag. Not a bad buy. Check them out. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye.